That's the problem with David Icke. He's got a good line to a point, and then he discredits it all. It's like a turd in the punch bowl.
So many people have been that they follow certain radio stations, the Patriot type things. A lot of them are phony, I'm afraid to say. They don't give them all the real information they need to know. And they're so confused that they're following different types of gurus like David Icke and different ones that lead them out in circles. I've never seen so many confused people in my life, really. Here's the key behind this. Now, this is something people should realize. MI5 and MI6 have a place outside the Cotswolds. It's called the Cotswolds outside London, where they train people to go out into the world and create mysticism and confusion. And Aleister Crowley was one of the first men they sent out there to set up the OTO, the Order Templi Orientis, a higher Masonic group, which most people in Hollywood join and most musicians join, and have followed him up with many others since. Now, David Icke took everyone else's work, who'd done the real investigations. He shot to the top, all the doors opened from him. You couldn't buy that kind of publicity unless someone gave the nod at the top. And he became a superhero, leads all the people using all of this information of other authors, and then leads you off like the Pied Piper in a circle to the lizard people. And all of those authors in the backs of his book are now ridiculed into the same place as he's taken you. That's called counterintelligence. That's called counterintelligence. You take the intelligence which has been gathered by the small people, and you put out superstars to take that intelligence. They're pushed to the very top, they become the leaders, and then they spin it off into outer space. They diffuse it, they negate it, they render it harmless, you see. And that's what counterintelligence does. How did we get to a stage where so many adults in all walks of life and professions and jobs are so confused that they're chasing Anunnaki and reptilian people? How did this happen? How long did it take to prepare the people's minds to bring them to this stage? They also were into the eradication of all the old religions, but they also brought in the New Age religion back then, from Hinduism actually. Annie Besant, one of the members of the Patriot Society, founding members, she was one of the Theosophists. She was a Blavatsky. She took over from Blavatsky, Madame Blavatsky, and she really was to bring in this new thought, because really Hinduism, when you bring it to the West, is a definite form of mind control, where nothing is real unless you have a master or a guru who tells you what is real, even if the thing they're telling you is real is not real at all. You believe them. It's a new thought, a new way of conditioning people into a belief system which has nothing to do with any actual reality. Today people cannot tell the difference between fact and fiction. Their minds are so spun with entertainment, and amongst entertainment I include the media. It's supposed to give you what we call news. As the skies are being sprayed with chemicals every day, they're asking, are the Anunnaki doing this? That's what they're asking. Because if you swallow the fact that they give you as fact, that you're the bottom of the heap, you see, you're not of, you're made, your ancestors were made to be slaves. If you swallow that, psychological warfare has put you under. The purpose of psychological warfare is to destroy a potential enemy before anything happens. That's the purpose of it. And if you believe that your ancestors were created by a bunch of walking crocodiles, and you were made to be a slave, and you can't be the superior ones because they have more Anunnaki genes in them than you do, then you've just admitted that the game's over for you, isn't it?
Let me get the story right. The press claim that you claim to be the Son of God. Mm-hmm. Is that true?
Yes, you see, the thing is that, it's quite funny, really. You know, 2,000 years ago, had a guy called Jesus sat here and said these same things, you would still be laughing. It's really, really funny that we've not really moved on that much.